Okay, we'll start the session with Om chanting and Patanjali's prayer. Uh, Yogena chittasya padena vacha malam sharirasya cha vaidyakena yopakarottam pravaram muninam Patanjalim pranjaliranatosmi आबाहु पुरुषाकारं शङ्खचक्रासिधारिणं सहस्रशिरसं श्वेतं प्रणमामि पतञ्जलिम्. We'll just to see what we have seen in the last class. We have gone over the Samadhi Pada Sutras from 23rd till 39th. Just we'll go through the overview. Then the other people also will be joined. So 23rd is Ishvara Pranidhanadva. This is surrendering to the divine Ishvara Purusha. This is the higher consciousness. We all have the consciousness inside, that is Jivatma, and Ishvara is the Paramatma, who is the divine consciousness, who has the highest knowledge, that is the Para Vairagya. Knowing about Ishvara is the Para Vairagya. So this is surrendering attitude towards Ishvara. And the next is the quality of Ishvara. Ishvara don't have any kleshas. Avidya, Asmita, Raga, Dvesha, Abhinivesha. 5 kleshas. No, Ishvara don't have any kleshas. And he is not abide by any karmas. So there is no any fruits of action. No pavam or no punyam for Vishesha Purusha. Here Patanjali is saying Purusha Vishesha Ishvaraha. He don't have this kind of kleshas, karma or vipaka. These things Ishvara Purusha, Vishesha Purusha don't have. That is the quality of Ishvara. And he is everywhere. Tatra Nirati Shayam Sarvanya Bijam. And he knows everything. He is limitless. He has limitless knowledge about everything. We are limited. We have only the limited knowledge. But Ishvara is the one who has the highest knowledge. Even the Purusha inside us, the Jivatma, have the knowledge that is not equivalent to Ishvara Purusha. So that is about 24. And the 25th is, he is the Guru at all the time. So he is not specific to any time. We cannot say Ishvara is in past, in future or present. He is there for every time and at all the places. So he is not abide by time or space. So he is the Guru for the people in the past, present or future. And how do we connect with Ishvara? Through Pranava Mantra. Tasya Vachakaha Pranavaha. Through Om. Pranava Mantra is Om. So through Om Mantra, we can connect with Ishvara Purusha. And in 28, he says Tajjapaha Tadartha Bhavanam. So how do we connect through Pranava? So we have to repeatedly chant that with the Bhavanam that it is for the Ishvara. We are connecting with Ishvara. So that is about this 27 and 28 Pranava Mantra. Pranava, Patanjali is introducing a tool, one of the tool to us, Pranava Mantra, to connect with Ishvara. And 29, he says by this chanting Pranava Mantra, our antarayas will be removed. Antaraya means the obstacles. The obstacles will be removed. And this is about the Ishvara Purusha concept till 29, from 23 to 29. And here about the Pranava Mantra for connecting with the Ishvara. and our obstacles will be removed. That's what Patanjali is saying. In 1.30, Patanjali is saying the Antaraya. Antaraya means obstacles. There are 9 obstacles we have. Vyadi means disease. Sthana means doubt. Samshaya, Sthana means the mental laziness. Samshaya means doubt. Pramada means carelessness. Alasya means laziness. Avirati is the craving, desire. Vranti Darshana means the confusion. Alabdha Bhumikatva, it is failing of attaining the different stages in our path. Anavasti Tattva means we are not able to maintain the stages we have achieved. All these are the distractions in Chitta Vikshepa, in our mind. All these are distractions that are the obstacles, antarayas, which are the obstacles to move towards Chitta Vritti Nirodha. So these antarayas has to be removed. So through pranava mantra, he says, and there are other methods also which Patanjali is giving to prevent from the obstacles. So because of these 9 obstacles, what happens? That will lead to dukkham, sadness. Daurmanasya means sadness, and our body will be shivering, and there will be improper inhalation and exhalation. Breathing pattern will not be regular. So these kind of impacts we have because of the obstacles. So these are the 9 obstacles in any path, even in the spiritual yoga path, the path of Chitta Vritti Nirodha, these 9 antarayas. And the effects of it are these 4. So how we can remove this? By following any one principle, by following any one truth, by chanting pranava mantra, by surrendering attitude, or through any sadhana, we can remove those obstacles. We can follow any one method, so that will not confuse us. By following many things, it will be confusing. So you can take any one single truth, Eka Tattva. Eka Tattva means single truth, Abhyasa means practice. If we continuously practice that, we will get that obstacles will be removed. And Patanjali is providing still more solutions for us from 33 to 39. Maitri Karuna Mudito Upekshanam Sukha Dukkha Punya Vishayanam Bhavanatah Chitta Prasadana. Means we have to be friendly towards the person who are happy, and we have to show compassion towards the person who is in dukkham, and we have to be glad towards the people who are doing punya activities, and ignore the person who are doing the apunya. So in this Patanjali is giving us this concept of in the mind related relationships with the other persons. And next is the strong long exhalation. 34 is about the long exhalation. 35 is about the going inward, experiencing our sensory things, sensory experiences. Going over the witnessing, actually witnessing ourselves. By witnessing our whole body, mind and the senses, we can go inward. In that way, we can remove the obstacle. And focusing on our Purusha. So these are all the many things. And the 39 is Yata Abhimata Dhyanadva. This means Patanjali has provided many methods, and he is saying for each and every person the situation will be varying. So there will be appropriate solution for them. So that person can decide the appropriate solution by himself. If he cannot able to follow all these methods, he can go by his own method, but that should be appropriate. It is not what he likes or what he dislikes. It should be beyond that, and it is the appropriate for that particular situation. So that is Yata Abhimata Dhyanadva. So going towards the appropriateness instead of likes or dislike according to their wish. So this is the last solution he is giving here in 1.39. So till this we have seen in the last class, and now we move towards the next sutra. 1.40. From this we start. Parma anu parama mahatva antasya vashikaraha. This means when by following the path of yoga in the process of chitta vritti nirodha, we will be progressing, and our mind will be getting clear, devoid of the distractions. When the distractions are reducing, we will the distractions are reducing, our mind will be having the capacity to perceive things. Paramanu means subtle things. Anu means actually atom, atom level. That is the anu. Parama anu, the very small, minute objects, subtler objects. From subtler objects to the parama mahatva means the larger things. The larger thing is the universe, what we know. Parama Mahatva, from subtler things to the larger objects, the bigger picture. So our mind will be in the position to perceive things from subtler to the bigger things. That is Parama Anu, Parama Mahatva, Antasya Vashikaraga. We will get that mastery over the mind. So this is about the sutra. Parama anu parama mahatva antasya vashikaraha. Means our mind have the capacity to perceive from the atom level, parama anu to parama mahatva, to the big picture. We will get parama mahatva antasya vashikaraha, mastery over the things. So through this path of yoga, our mind, even if it is narrow, it will get broader and broader. We will get to know the subtle details, not only from the atom or universe. That itself is the higher. We can know from our body sensations, or the temperature. Yesterday, how the temperature, and today, how the temperature is. So the minute details we will start observing. So that is about this sutra 1.40. And 1.41. When the modifications of Kshina Vritti Abhija Tasya Iva Mane Grihitru Grahana Grahyeshu Tatsta Tadanjanata Samapatihi. Kshina Vritti means the clear mind. When our mind is getting more clear and more clarity, Kshina Vritti means the clear mind. The reduction in the obstacles, or reduction in the distractions. When there is the reduction in the distractions, we will be set in the path of spirituality. The path of spiritual will be starting. When the distraction ends, spirituality will be starting. So our mind will be ready in this state, Kshina Vritti. Patanjali here introducing the concept of Samapatti. Samapatti is not the actual Samadhi. It is near to Samadhi state. There are different Samapatti. Patanjali will be explaining a different Samapatti states. There are 4 kinds of Samapatti states. Here Patanjali is explaining. We will see that. That 4 together is called a Samadhi state. But that split up Patanjali is calling Samapatti. It is the step-by-step process in the state of Samadhi. So how this our mind will be, the distractions, if it is not there, it is like money. Money means crystal. How the crystal is. So our mind will be like that. We will say no, crystal clear mind. We get that sort of mind. Our mind will become like a crystal, such that Kshina Vritti Abhija Tasya Iva Mane. Our mind is like a crystal. And Grihitru Grahana Grahyeshu. Grihitru means the observer, Purusha. Grihitru means Purusha. Grahana. Grahana means the process of knowing. Our mind and the senses is Grahana. Graheshu is the object which we are perceiving. So Grihitra, Grahana, Graheshu. These three will be in the state of the same alignment. There will not be any mismatch. When our mind is so clear, if we see any object in front of us, we will receive about that object. There will not be any middleman. Okay, if any middleman is there, no, if he says about that person, he may appreciate that person, or he may say some nonsense about that person. So without having the knowledge of that object, when we hear from another person, will be holding that opinion about that person. So here, when our mind is clear, no, we get the clear picture of that object. That reflection will be get through the mind and senses to the Purusha. So this is the Grihatra Grihana Graheshu. It's like a lake. If there is a clear lake, the scenery will be clearly visible in that lake. It's like that. That's the Tadanjanata Samapati. That is the state of Samapati. This is what Patanjali is describing about Samapati here. Kshina Vritti Abhija Siva Mani Grihitra Grihana Graheshu Tatsta Tadanjanata Samapati. And in the next sutras, he is saying the different 4 kinds of Samapati. If you see 42, the last it is Savitarka Samapati. In 43, if you see it is Nirvitarka. So Nirvitarka, it is a state of Samapati. And in next sutra, in 44, he says about Savichara, Nirvichara. So Savichara, Samapati and Nirvichara, Samapati. So there are 4 states. Savitarka, Nirvitarka, Savichara and Nirvichara. And in previous sutra, if you remember, it is 1.20 18 or 18 or 17. Vitarka, Vichara, Ananda, Asmita, Rupa, Anagamat, Sampranyataha. We have seen one sutra, no? Hope you remember that sutra, Vitarka, Vichara.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
That
right now I am outside. I don't have the notes with me, ma'am, but I am listening.
Okay.
17th sutra.
17th sutra.
Vitarka Vichara. 17th Vitarka Vichara Asmita Rupa Nagamat Sampranyataha.
Yes, ma'am.
There you have seen Vitarka, no? Vitarka and Vichara. Vitarka we have seen as the gross level objects. Vichara is subtle level objects. So Vitarka here Patanjali is adding Savitarka, and in next he is adding Nir, means Nirvitarka. So Savitarka means with gross thoughts, the Samapati state with gross thoughts, and Nirvitarka means without gross thoughts. With gross thoughts Samapati, and this is little bit higher than the Savitarka. Nirvitarka Samapati. So Savitarka is the gross level. Though now we are having the mastery over the outer world. Now we are having the capacity to entering inside. You can take for example the Trataka. So hope you would be knowing the candle light in front of us. So that is the gross object. So that you can consider as, so while Trataka meditation, you can consider as Savitarka. So it is gross. And here what Patanjali is saying about Savitarka is Tatra Shabda Artha Jnana Vikalpa Sankirna. Though through meditation, the outer side objects will be disconnecting. We will be focusing only on that meditation. But still we have that memory impressions, the previous vasanas we will have, and the imagination. Vikalpa means the imagination. So those things will be have. It will be the Sankirna, means all together it will be have inside us. Though we are not going our mind is not going outward, the details about all the objects will be there inside us. That is, here he is saying, we have that knowledge, imagination, Sankirna. It's a mix-up state of the knowledge of all the other objects. So that is the Savitarka Samapatti. We can say the starting of the Trataka, just for example. So in the next sutra, he is saying Smriti Parishuddhav Swarupa Shunyamiva Arthamatra Nirbhasa Nirvitarka. So here now when we close our eyes in Tratakano, that image will be inside us. So we forget even that object. Swarupa Shunya means that object also will not be there. Only what we gathered, that light, we will be focusing in our Ajna. So we are going still more deeper. So here our memory will not interfere with this memory or the vasanas, all those things are our own imaginations will not interfere inside us. So what we see, that reflection of that image of light, just we will be focusing. So we are going a little more inward. That is Smriti Parishuddha. Our memory will be purified. Swarupa Shunya means the object also will not be existing. Eva Artha Matra Nirbhasa Nirvitarka. This is the state of Nirvitarka. Though it is a gross state, we are going still more next level from the Savitarka. So these two things are perceived through our senses. And the next state, etena etaiva savichara nirvichara cha sukshma vishaya vyakyata. Savichara, samapatti and nirvichara. So both samapatti is saying in the same sutra. In that 1.17, vitarka, then vichara. So vichara, you add a savichara, means with subtle thought. Nirvichara, nirvichara means without subtle thought. So with subtle thought and without subtle thought. So these two things are sukshma vishaya. Sukshma means subtle things. So we will get to know about the subtle things. Sukshma vishaya vyakyata. So these we will not perceive through our senses. It is deep inside. It is more than the knowledge what we gather. Subtle things inside us, or even the outer things we sense without perceiving. We can able to sense the subtle things. That is savichara and nirvichara. And by doing so, what will happen is sukshma vishayatvam cha alinga paryavasanam. Alinga means prakriti. There are 24 tattvas. You would have heard. Prakriti is the first one. Purusha is consciousness, and Prakriti is the Chetana. It is static. So Prakriti, here we can say our body and mind as Prakriti. That is Alingam. Here actually Alingam will not come in that concept. It is still more deeper than Ishvara Purusha. We are saying no. We have the consciousness and we have the superior consciousness. Like we have the body and mind here, but there is one superior thing from which all the universe is framed. That should be the starting point from where all this universe or everything would have born and developed. So that is the Alingam. That is the state of Prakriti. And therein Prakriti, all the gunas will be in equilibrium state. We have that reflections. We also have the gunas, Sattva, Rajas and Tamas. But in Prakriti, all the guna will be in the state of equilibrium. So even by that subtle meditation, we will know about the Alingam. By further refinement of our mind, we will come to know about that. So here they are explaining, see, having such subtle objects extends all the way up to unmanifest Prakriti. Prakriti is unmanifested one. Our body is manifested. It is visible. It is manifested. Our mind is manifested. Pancha Buddhas, Pancha Tanmatras, everything is ahamkar, buddhi, everything is manifested. But prakriti is not manifested. It is unmanifested. It is the root for all the tattvas. Means achetanam, in the side of achetanam. So this is about 1.45. In 1.46, Patanjali says, Tha iva tat iva sabija samadhi. So these 4 states of samapati is called as sabija samadhi. This state we attained finally. So that is called the sabija samadhi. Still we have the seed. Bija. Bija means the seed. Still we have that seed of the object. So it is called sabija samadhi. So this is about the concept of samapati and samadhi. So is this clear? Any doubts?
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, ma'am.
Okay. Tadiva sabija samadhi. This is what there we see, vitarka vichara ananda asmita rupa anugamat sampranyataha. So sampranyata samadhi is this sabija samadhi. Still seed is there. There is one more samadhi, that is asampranyata samadhi. Here Patanjali talks about that states. Before going that, he is saying how our state will be by this nirvichara, savichara and nirvichara. In the state of nirvichara, last state of samapati, nirvichara vaisharadye adhyatma prasadaha. Adhyatma means aham brahmasmi, that is I am the God, the Purusha inside. So we will realize the consciousness inside us. So that we get adhyatma prasadaha by this nirvichara. Meeting will be ending in 10 minutes. So after that you all can join. So now we proceed. Nirvichara vaisharadye adhyatma prasadaha. So adhyatma is our own consciousness. That we will be getting through this nirvichara state.
Ma'am, doubt, ma'am.
Yes.
How do you spell this? This is Adhyatma or Adhyatma?
Adhyatma.
Adhyatma.
Yes. Adhyatma prasadaha. Nirvichara. So this is the in the state of nirvichara we get this. Even before also we get, but in nirvichara state we can clearly say we know our own consciousness. And in 1.48 Patanjali says Ritambara Tatra Pranya. So by having the own Purusha, we will be in the eternal wisdom. So it is filled with truth. We have the highest knowledge. Prajna means the knowledge. So the experiential knowledge that is gained in that state is one of the essential wisdom. This wisdom means it is not the knowledge which we gain through senses. In the next sutra, he explains clearly. Shrutanumana pranyabhyam anya vishaya visheshartatvat. Shrutanumana. Shruti means the hearing knowledge. It's not only the hearing knowledge, it's the knowledge which we gain through seeing, we perceiving through all our 5 senses. Shrutanumana pranyabhyam. And the not that sort of vishaya. It is the anya vishaya, means the other vishaya. We will know, we will get that knowledge, that kind of knowledge. That is the vishesha tattvat. That knowledge is different from the knowledge that is commingled with testimony. The knowledge which we get through this when we attain the state of nirvichara is not the same knowledge what we gained through our senses. Means we will be more clarity, that's what they are saying. We will be more clear in perceiving things. We can know through senses what knowledge we gain, and more than that also we will come to know. So that is this state. 1.49. And the next sutra is Tajjas Samskaraha Anya Samskara Paribandhi. Here, Tacha Samskara Anya Samskara Paribandhi. We have reached this Nirvichara state, but we have the knowledge of Sattva through the Sattva knowledge. Before we would have got some other knowledge when we are entering into this yogic path, we will get the different kind of knowledge which will make us to move forward in the spiritual path. We have this knowledge, no, this knowledge of spirituality. So that knowledge also should not be there to go to the next level. That's what Patanjali is saying. The deep impressions means we have the good impressions now that replaced our old impressions. That state we are having now. Tajja samskara anya samskara parivandi. The old patterns are replaced with the new patterns. So that also has to be removed. That is said in 1.51. Tasya api nirode sarva nirodat nirbija samadhihi. So that new pattern also have to be removed. When that new pattern also is removed, that will lead us to the nirbija samadhi. Sabija and nirbija. Bija means seed. Sabija means with seed. Nirbija means there is no seed. Even the seed is not there. Means the seed of any object inside us. If you take any thoughts, it will have the seed. It will have that origin of that thought. So that will not be there. Nirbija samadhi. So we will be in the state of nirbija samadhi. This is the asampranyata samadhi or kaivalyam. This is called kaivalyam. The Patanjali says when even these latent impressions from truth-filled knowledge recede along with the other impressions, then there is objectless concentration. So objectless concentration will be there. A simple example is that Trataka. When you are focusing over that or any other meditation, you will forget yourself. You will immerse in the meditation. Even the chakra meditation or any kind of meditation. When you are daily practicing, you will even forget what type of meditation. So you will be fully having the involvement towards that process. So many times people will go to this state of samadhi for the whatever work they do. No, when they do that work with so much of involvement, they will even forget they only are doing that work. Everything will go on spontaneously. So that is nirbija. But here this state is nirbija means all the seeds will go. That is nirbija samadhi. No seeds will be, no seed of object will be left. So here the Samadhi Pada is completing. So do you have any doubts so far? I think I am going so fast and completed it. Is it understandable? Are you able to hear me? My voice is audible or not?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
No, ma'am.
So with this Samadhi Pada is completing. So now we can just chant the sutras from this 48th sutra one by one. We can say, and then also next 10 minutes we have. So we will see. There are new person also joined, so you are able to follow because this is the last state in Samadhi Pada. one second. Then others can just read out from this 40th Sutra. What is okay, in the same order, Chitra is there first, no, then Sita Lakshmi, then Madhuri, Niranjani, and Stivalli. One by one, you can go.
Ma'am, I'm not well versed in Sanskrit, so kindly forgive me if any mistake. Please correct.
It's in English only, Chitraj. If you see 1.40, no, in brackets, it's given. I am highlighting here in that slide itself. Is that visible to you?
Yes, ma'am. Visible, ma'am.
That just read out.
Paramanu Parama Mahatva Nataha Asya Vashikara.
Vashikaraha, yes.
Vashikaraha.
Next.
How do you spell
The
that?
mantra Krahana Krageshu Tat Tadanjanada Samapatiki.
Okay. Okay, continue, Madhuri.
तत्र शब्दार्थ ज्ञान विकल्पः संकीर्ण सवितर्क संपत्तिः समापतिः.
Yes. So 23 people. So again, Sita Lakshmi, Niranjani, you have not read, no? So you can read this.
43, ma'am.
43, yes.
स्मृति परिशुद्ध स्वरूप शून्यवर्ता मात्र निर्भाषा मैम
Shunya Iva,
शून्य एव शून्य वार्त मात्र निर्भाषा निर्वितर्का.
it's Iva Arthamatra, Nirbhata Nirvitarka.
ओके ओके.
Next, Sita Lakshmi.
यदैव सविचार निर्विचार च सूक्ष्म विषया व्याख्याता.
This one. 42. Yes, Madhuri.
सूक्ष्म विषयात्म
Vishayatvam.
सूक्ष्म विषयत्वं चलिंग पर्यावसानम.
Paryavasanam.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Then
ता एव सबीजाः समाधिः.
Sita Lakshmi.
निर्विचार वैसारत्ये अध्यात्मः प्रसादः.
Madhuri.
त्रंभरा तत्र प्रज्ञा.
Ritambara. Okay. Yes. Niranjani.
श्रुतानुमान प्रज्ञाभ्या मन्य विषया विशेषार्थत्वात्.
Okay.
तच्च संस्कार Anya samskara pratibandhi.
Okay. It's pratibandhi only. Here it's given as paribandhi. Okay, 51st.
तस्यपि निरोधे सर्वनिरोधन निर्भीजं निर्बीज हि समाधिः.
We just Samadhi. So this is about the Samadhi Pada. So we have completed successfully the second chapter, means the Samadhi Pada, which is the first chapter, and the Sadhana Pada also. Can you able to memorize the 10 sutras I told? No, Sita Lakshmi ma'am would be knowing already. She told she knows Patanjali Yoga Sutras. So till then you can memorize 10 sutras, 5 from Samadhi Pada and 5 from Sadhana Pada. Is that fine? You can take your time tomorrow or day after tomorrow also you can send.
Any 5, ma'am, from each
Any
chapter?
5. Any 5 in each chapter, yes.
Okay, okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. The Vibhuti Pada, that is about the Siddhis only. Starting 3 things will be Antaranga Sadhana. In Ashtanga Yoga, there are 8 limbs, no 8 steps. In that 5 we have seen in Sadhana Pada itself. Yama, Niyama, Asana, Pranayama, Pratyahara. Now the left things are Dharana, Dhyana and Samadhi. So this Dharana, Dhyana, Samadhi explained in Vibhuti Pada. And parinama, different parinama, then the siddhis, the powers what we attain. Those powers and all we can go over fast. It will not take much time. Even in 1 or 2 days we can complete Vibhuti Pada. Kaivalya Pada, it is the shorter chapter in Patanjali Yoga Sutras. There are only 34 sutras it is having. So that will take even 1 day. Within 1 day we can complete. Actually, people say this Samadhi Pada Sadhana, this two itself is enough. This itself will give the enough information, sufficient information for us to go over. And if you see from the exam point of view and all, Vibhuti Pada, that starting sutras will be needing. The next things are out of our interest. We can know what all siddhis we'll be getting. Kaivalya Pada will be little more advanced. So that you can have the overview. Even in 1 day, we can just have a glance of all the sutras. So it will take only 3 to 4 days to complete. Even in 3 days, we can complete Vibhuti Pada and Kaivalya Pada together. So in the next class, we will have this chanting for Samadhi Pada. If we have time, we can continue for Sadhana Pada also. So next week or so, we will start the Vibhuti Pada and Kaivalya. And in the meantime, you take your time. This 10 sutras you first complete. Then you can take your own self-initiative in understanding more about the other sutras. So you can go over this Yoga Sutras interpretive, familiarize with the sutras and the meaning. Many things will not be easily understandable in this PDF file. So that you can go over the recorded sessions or you can ask in the chat. I can send the recorded audio if you need for any particular sutra for the meaning. So now we will end this session. So I will tell tomorrow's Thursday, no, is the readout session. So tomorrow, same time also we can meet. I will tell the timings, what time we can have tomorrow. Either it will be morning 8 to 9 or evening 4 to 5. Is that okay? Morning also you people are flexible only, I think. 8 to 9.
No, ma'am. Evening 4 to 5 minutes, it will be better, ma'am.
Okay. Then evening 4 to 5 itself you will have to. We will have the chanting session. Okay, now I sing the Sarve Bhavantu prayer, then we will end. Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah, Sarve Santu Niramayaha, Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu, Ma Kaschid Dukkha Bhave. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Thank you all.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you,
Thank
ma'am.